In my view, she was playing checkers. My goal was to play chess. My goal was to add, it's sorry, AK, it's not AK, it's AKA Helen, AKA Alpha Kappa Alpha. Um, and so ultimately, I would encourage you to teach the kids to play chess, not checkers. And chess, economic chess, involves a lot more delayed gratification. It involves a little bit more risk taking. It involves a willingness to let go of resources so you can have more later on. And you're not letting it go because you want to let it go. You're letting it go because you're expecting more later. So, like, even when I was in college and I would study all the time, people would say, well, why do you study all the time? You're not having any fun. And I said, no, I'm studying hard now because I want to have fun for the rest of my life. If all you're doing is going to parties, you're going to have fun for about 4 years and then you're going to suffer for the rest of your life. I'm gonna struggle for the next 4 years, but I'm gonna have fun for the next 40 years. Right. So really ultimately that's the investor mentality. And that's something that has to be taught to kids. I think kids should be taught about intellectual property, about ownership, all these other things. Hard work is extremely important, but also working smart really matters as well when you're talking about building wealth and economics. So when I saw this deal with South Park, I said, "Man, this is so crazy! I didn't know that there was that much money in streaming." And that's an opportunity for us, right? Because think about this: who's better at entertainment than Black people? Think about it. It makes absolutely no sense for you to be the most entertaining people on the planet, uh, and not have no money. It really comes down to understanding how ownership works and how intellectual property works, how distribution systems work, how the money actually gets made. And that should be taught in every single Black household in America. Every B1 Black first household should be talking to their kids about these sorts of things, these economic systems. If you need help with that, we do have a whole Black business school for children. The website is blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. So feel free to go to blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. We also have, I did a training called How to Turn Your Child into a Millionaire. And that website is kiddieboss.com, Kiddie, kiddieboss.com. And you can feel free to take a look at that. And of course, we have our financial flashcards and workbooks for kids. So you can go to drboycebooks.com to take a look at that. I know there's a lot of websites, but you can pick whichever one works for you. So drboycebooks.com, and feel free to take a look at that. All right. So the last thing I'll mention before we head out is next year. I mentioned we are going to go to Ethiopia. Our trips sell out pretty fast, and because we keep the group small, because I don't really want to take 1,000 people at a time. I like the intimacy of it. But if you'd like to go with us on that next trip, just text the word travel to the phone number 87948. If you text travel to 87948, I'll send you information as soon as we get information about our next trip. And I'll probably make some little mini trips. My goal actually, I was so inspired by the time I spent. It's funny, I've been to Africa a few times.